Hello and welcome to Sasha and Goff Live Recorded.
I'm Sasha.
And I'm Goff, and this week we are talking about our top shoe brands as well as our top summertime songs. Because
two topics
this week.
Whoa!
None of them very whelming, little underwhelming. This reminds me of our top phone apps, but I don't mean to make it sound like this episode's going to suck, because we're going to do everything we can to make it wonderful.
Things? Why change things?
True. Our episodes suck anyway.
Keep on sucking.
Yeah. You want to follow us on YouTube, you can go to sashaandgoff.com. Also, sashaandgoffmerch.com for the cheapest merch in podcast history. SashaMerch.com. You can get an awesome shirt like this one here, which is Billy Ray Cyrus.
Close. Why did you raise your hand?
Billy Joe Travis.
Oh, there you go.
I honestly said, yeah. That
you really were saying...
I wasn't trying to be funny there.
Excellent.
That's embarrassing.
Well, it worked.
That threw me off. You can also call or text us. Let me know what you thought about that flub I just had.
Give them your cell phone number.
727-266-6469. How'd these lists go for you?
Yeah, they were fine. Like you said, these were not any sort of crazy list, but we can't always just do a certain type of list or whatever, so it's nice to get these occasionally. But it's kind of weird if you do what's your least 3 favorite summertime song. Like, I don't even know how I would do that.
I got a few, actually.
I
don't for the you know what, I did them just in case.
Well, you're a better man than me. I have my bottom 3 shoe brands.
Okay.
That's easy for me.
I know what 2 of yours are.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
I know what 1 of yours is.
Okay.
1. Definitely 2,
yeah.
maybe.
I don't think it was anything crazy, anything groundbreaking. I think my summertime songs, you might not know what's going on. You might be like, it doesn't even count as a summertime song. But it's okay. We're here. It's our list. We make them up. And there are no rules.
Excellent. Well, if you're listening to this episode, or if you're watching it day of release, we celebrated Peter Falk Day yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Columbo Day. Did you guys do anything?
Fuck yeah.
That was good.
No, I who's that? Oh, Columbo, the guy with the jacket and the eye.
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I know. I've never watched the show before. Have you?
No, that's not it's not funny, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
It might be.
Yeah, I guess it might be.
Yeah. So
I think my mom used to watch Columbo.
I don't know anyone who watches Columbo.
If you watch Columbo, let us know what we're missing. Yeah.
Text or call us 727-266-6469.
Wait. So Peter Falk Day. Tell me more.
Well, it's his day, right? Columbo Day is tomorrow, or it's this weekend.
No, they got rid of that. They took his statue down.
They took down the Peter Falk statue?
I think so.
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
I don't buy it.
All the people who wear trench coats are very upset.
I'm upset.
No, I don't get... honestly, you're making a joke, right? Because it's like Columbus Day or whatever?
Yeah.
But is it really Columbus Day?
Well, Columbus Day is still a thing. Yeah, it's the 12th. Yeah, so you might not have work
wow,
this week.
That's
coming up.
Amazing. I should really find out, huh?
Yeah, you probably should. You got a bit of a drive there, but...
I'm a blue-collar boy, though. We go in on the holidays.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We go in, we work our 7.3 hours, and then we come home.
7.3.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go to work 15 minutes late, right? Then you leave 15 minutes early.
Okay.
And then you take extended lunches.
Okay.
2 lunches.
All right.
So what's that?
I feel like that could be... Well, what do you work, 8.5 or 8?
7.3.
Okay. Well, I feel like you could, with all of that, you could at least knock an hour off, so...
Yeah, but, I mean, I'm working... Okay, maybe it's 6.3. Maybe the math is wrong. Maybe I'm working 6.3 a day.
Poor guy.
Which is...
6.3 whole hours a day?
A day, yeah. It's tough.
It is tough.
It's tough out there.
You know what? Yeah, so I celebrated my 17-year wedding anniversary with Joni.
Whoa!
This past week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, you were at the wedding. It was a lot of fun. We celebrated by doing nothing, which is what we've done. No, see, it was kind of weird, actually, because my mother-in-law called Joni, the day of or the night before, whatever, because our anniversary was on Sunday, so she called her Saturday, afternoon, and she's like, hey, when are we coming to get the girls? We had no idea that this was happening, so we didn't plan anything. It was just not like we're screw our anniversary, but it was just with just circumstantial things, whatever. We just were we'll plan something in a couple weeks. And yeah, so the girls left, and I think we had burritos for dinner. The sexiest thing you can eat. But
this is exhilarating.
Isn't it? Isn't it? No, but the next morning we went out for breakfast in downtown Glen Ellen, which was nice because it was very early. There was no one out.
Hell yeah.
And then we actually just walked around Glenbard West, which is where we met. And that wasn't planned, but it was pretty cool, actually.
That's
Especially,
cute. That's very
thank
cute.
you. I thought so as well. But like Glenbard West is such like a cool campus, and it's beautiful. You know,
really
so
is.
it's
For a high school campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's apparently they're getting rid of a lot of that stuff because my mom still works for that district, and she was telling us. So it was just kind of like good timing. We got to walk around. It was weird. I mean, like looking inside and stuff, and it's like a lot has changed, but a lot hasn't.
Yeah,
And
I hang out there a lot, so
yeah,
I mean,
it's been a while.
I kind of know what it looks like.
We used to skate there because like a ton of rails and everything, obviously because it's up on a hill. And this quick story, it was awesome, like because we were walking by the football field, and I was telling Joni about this. We were skating there one day, and maintenance came out and they yelled at us to leave. We're like, all right, and my brother, him, he's a hothead, so he couldn't leave without. I either flicked the guy off or was like, fuck off, or whatever. As we're like skating away,
threw an empty can of beer at him or something.
No, it was full. It was full. But we're like, so if you're familiar with Glenbard West football field, there's like a big hill that comes down, and then you kind of make a quick right turn, and the field's right there, and it's just like there's a small fence surrounding it. So we're skating off, and all of a sudden we hear this barreling truck coming from behind us. It was this maintenance guy that was really pissed off that my brother told him to fuck off. Cut us off, drove over the grass, and took out the fence for the football field.
Wow.
We were just like, holy shit. Like, so it was awesome. Like he would, and at the time we were young, so we're just like, sure. We like gave him our IDs, even though it was like a Saturday or something. Nothing happened with us. I know that guy got in a shit ton of trouble, though, because he basically attacked us with a vehicle.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Attempted manslaughter on a Saturday.
Yeah, for some rollerbladers. Maybe you just hated rollerbladers.
I mean, I'm kind of on his side.
Probably a skateboarder.
They gave him a raise, probably.
Yeah.
Did your brother also rollerblade?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Your brother's a real man.
Well,
so
maybe not.
No, he's a real man. I don't know what your deal is over there, but yeah.
No. So what'd your week look like?
I went rollerblading at Glenbard West. I have a Glenbard West story for you too.
Do you really?
I used to play traveling soccer when I was like a teenager, early teen or whatever.
Okay.
And this was like before high school, I'm talking. But like we used to go to many states and stuff like that, and it was like the same families basically traveling together for a long time, for many years. And so everybody kind of knew each other's families, and whatever. We would go to Minnesota, we would go to Kentucky, we would go to like wherever to play soccer. And so like it was like a group that was together. And then you go to high school, and the traveling team stops, and like high school teams are there. And then my school went to play Glenbard West School, and when we did, it was basically our traveling team split into two.
Ooh.
And so like all the parents knew each other, all the parents were there, but now it was like a split up group of parents.
Yeah.
So people were like, jokingly but having fun, and they were like, "You're a piece of shit. Do you remember '86 when we were in the Rochester, Minnesota Holiday Inn?" They were going crazy. Like
awesome,
they were just having a fun time. Nobody got into a real argument or anything.
Yeah.
But it was such a cool experience for just like a regular high school soccer game, because like we all had history, and you're going up against people who like you've practiced against before, and so everybody's just shit talking like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, the junior high you and I went to split up, like kind of
after the
split
war.
Almost after the revolution.
Yeah.
But so I mean that's kind of how it was, and I remember when I played Pee Wee football, our final year we got like a new head coach. And the parents were super pissed off because the same coach like was with us for like moving up.
Okay.
And then the guy was like, no, because he always wanted to like coach his kid. So we finally got to that level. So like 5 or 6 of our players left, and they went to another town, and they played over there. So when we played them, that's how it was. It was like we won. It was a close game, but it was like kind of bittersweet because they took a lot of our. I say they took. We lost like 2 or 3 like really good players, and then the other 2 was like, it's fine.
We should change this to a podcast where we only talk about middle school sports.
That's cool. This was actually like elementary school sports.
Wow.
So
All right, well, I'm glad that you brought up your rollerblading sitch with your brother.
That's awesome.
Because I did something. I went to Walgreens, and I had a fun time at Walgreens because I got 4 pictures made.
Okay.
8 by 10s.
8 by 10s.
And
for the wall, I hope, maybe?
Yeah, and I got a look. I got a look from the guy who was, giving me the pictures. It was like, do you remember in the late 90s when you would go get film developed?
Yeah.
And you'd have some scandalous pictures?
It was usually the disposable cameras, right?
Yeah, and people were like, they would have to pretend like they didn't see your junk, but they saw your junk.
Yeah.
They saw all
like
of
when
it.
they handed you the pics and they're just like, nice junk, by the way.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
So I went and I was like, well, I want to get these. I want to hang some of these on my wall. And it's just a unique 4-picture combination. So the first picture that I got blown up was this beautiful picture of Hayabusa.
Okay.
Hayabusa, who we've talked about recently on the pod, and Jinsei Shinzaki, a.k.a. Hakushi, if you remember, in the WWF.
I do remember.
He had the tattoos all over his body, like face, everything. No?
No.
That's okay.
Nothing.
They tagged...
Mr. Miyagi?
No, that's racist. Very racist.
That's where I was going.
But anyway, this is just for the wall. So, like, I was going to put it on my wall because I like these guys.
Now, this is the tragic life guy,
Hayabusa,
right? That
yeah,
guy? Okay.
I think they only wrestled one time in ECW as a tag team against Rob Van Dam and Sabu. And it wasn't the greatest match in the world, but it was kind of like
it would have been.
Whoa, like this is
just
crazy
seeing
that's
it
happening. Yeah. Then I got this picture of my cousin Nick. My cousin Nick was in Alabama for Furnace Fest with our dear friend Hardcore Eric and his brother Jesse were there, and I don't know who else was there, but they went to this fest, and so he sent me this picture of him hanging out in the fest, and I said, I need to blow this up into a poster. I didn't do it into a poster, but I did do it into this beautiful 8x10.
8x10 is good enough.
That I think I'm going to try and get him to autograph it and put it up here, but if not, I'm just going to put it up here anyway because I do think it's a beautiful picture.
Now, is he awake in this picture?
I don't know.
Do we know? Is there
Nobody
any confirmation?
Knows. Nobody knows. But
alive, I hope?
This is a beautiful picture.
It is great.
The colors in the background. He's having a good time. So that's another picture, and the guy was like, okay, whatever you say.
All right.
Then I was trying to get another 8x10 made, but they were like, this picture doesn't work on 8x10s because it's a square. So I had to do an 8x8 picture.
Yeah.
Anytime I have an opportunity, I'm going to be making a Producer Tony 8x8 photo.
Absolutely.
Now, we have him on this Guttermouth poster behind us. I was thinking about just making it bigger. Just musical monkey. Absolutely beautiful. No reason for this except that I wanted it.
It's a great picture.
And then the last one.
The best one.
One for the wall.
Woo!
This was probably when you guys were getting manslaughtered by maintenance workers or whatever. This is a picture of Goff rollerblading.
Yes.
I don't know why you would ever want to show anybody
this is a terrible picture, actually. I don't know why my sister posted it, which is where I know you found it on Instagram. That was actually like a failed attempt that somehow... You know where that picture was taken, though? That is in Texas.
In the butt?
It is in...
in the butt?
No, this is in South Houston, Texas, at a place called Southside Skate Park. I was in the middle of a 450 transfer here and lost the grab, obviously. And whoever took this picture, I don't know why they developed it, but...
Why were you in Texas rollerblading? It seems like something they would be very much against.
Not this day, actually. It was national something.
Is there a gay part of Texas?
Probably where I was.
What's the gayest part of Texas? 727-266-6469. Let us know.
Let us know.
What is the gayest part of Texas? We're going to blast it all over the internet, just on our Instagram. But yeah, so you need to autograph this 8x10.
You got a marker?
I got this one, but I don't know how well it's going to look. Maybe we get a colored one later or something.
Now, should I inscribe it like to the show? Because this is...
That's up to you. Did Shug need instructions? Did he need instructions?
No, but he wasn't put on the spot like this.
Oh, well, you don't have to do it now.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to wait.
Don't ruin it. Yeah. Don't ruin it.
Because I'll probably fuck it up and I'll misspell something. But I'm going to keep this here for motivation.
We can Photoshop a skateboard on you like a real man.
Yeah.
Or we could Photoshop your brother's face on there like a real man. Anyway, so that's
sad now.
Plus, remember you gave me some potato skins that your wife had purchased?
Yes.
I got you something.
Oh, what do we got?
I got you something. Do you hear the crumbling?
I hear it.
I got you some smoky.
Okay.
This is Serbia's finest. What do they call this? Original fresh baked peanuts. There you go.
Thank you.
Not the greatest, but I hope you enjoy it.
Fresh baked, so they're not...
They're only like 3 years old, I think. But
All right. Well, I'm excited.
Enjoy.
Pretty hungry too, so...
What else? What else is going on? Oh, we do have some stuff. Obviously, the people who contact us, we have some things that they wanted to tell us about how we're stupid and, how every week how that happens. First of all, I was very surprised. Last week we did the second best State of the Union bracket.
Yeah.
And California won. Mm-hmm. We did a pretty equal job of brackets. I think we only had one state that was different.
Yeah, Michigan and
North Carolina.
No, Wisconsin and Michigan were the two. Oh, no, you had Wisconsin as well, right?
I think I had Wisconsin. Doesn't really matter because we both chose California over New York in the finals.
Yep.
And we got a lot of messages saying, California is obviously number 2, which I was a little surprised because people seem to be anti-California these days, which, I mean, whatever. I don't live there, so I don't know how bad it could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did get that. Then we didn't know why we have 2 Virginias in this country.
Or why one of them is West and the other is just not.
Yeah, and our dear friend Useless Dave, history buff Useless Dave, I could feel the disappointment. As he told us, he said, "You guys know, like you know, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, but just tell me."
Yeah, I mean, I gotta tell Goff.
And he said West Virginia separated from Virginia during the, I'll call it the First Civil War.
Civil War I.
As a free state, because they were against slavery.
Okay.
So that's why there's multiple Virginia. We knew this. Unless, of course, I just said it incorrectly, then whatever the real thing is, that's what we knew. Okay. But yeah, so I believe it's a slavery issue is the reason why we have multiple Virginias in this
every
country.
time.
Every time. We also had, what else? Oh, we did top stand-up comedians recently. Our dear friend Giuseppe chimed in. He was surprised that Matt Rife did not make my bottom 3 list.
I don't think you've ever talked about Matt Rife on this podcast.
I'm just kind of indifferent to a Matt Rife. Whereas when I was younger, and like I said, I was angry at Dane Cook because I was like, this isn't real.
Yeah.
But Matt Rife to me is, I get it. It's just this took off, and now this is my thing, and I'm here to make money. And
I don't know what that thing is. I know he's
crowd work.
He's a good-looking comedian.
He's a good-looking comedian who does crowd work. Okay. So he goes, "Hey, where do you work, buddy?" And then they say,
it's just a lot of that.
Yeah, and he became massively popular and blah blah blah. That's fine. Good for him. I'm not. I have no opinion on Matt Rife. Okay. I don't think he's a great comedian, but I'm not against him. He's been a comedian for 10 years. It's not like he came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody recently because I heard a comedian named Morgan J, who I looked him up, and he's got 5.1 million followers. And I said, "Oh, this is not a comedian."
Yeah.
Because comedians don't have 5.1 million followers. This is a social media guy. Mm-hmm. And then I watched one of his videos. And it was a guy who he goes, it's crowd work. He's in the crowd most of the time that I saw. And he's got auto-tune on his voice. So while he's talking, it's auto-tune the whole time.
Constantly?
Constantly.
Yeah,
not for me.
No.
Do your thing, Morgan J. Just not for me. And I don't think that's stand-up comedy. I think stand-up comedy is you're here and you're... I'm not saying this guy is bad. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I'm sure he's super talented to get 5.1 million idiots to follow him.
Wow.
But, okay, how many of those people you think are really idiots? Because I think we're all idiots.
I don't know. That just seems crazy to me for, 5.1 million.
That's a lot of people. I mean... That's the Rock amount of people.
But there are so many social influencers, that we've never heard of. And it's just holy
There's guys who just they know how to dominate social media.
I guess so.
And those guys are great at social media. Mm-hmm. I don't know how great of a stand-up comedian is, but it's he's not doing stand-up to me. Once again, I haven't watched all of his stuff, but every clip that I look at, he's in the crowd and I'm like, get out of here. Get out of here.
Get out the auto-tune.
I don't need the auto-tune. So we got that. And then one last comment. We had our dear friend Sebastian, former California resident. I don't think he likes California. I don't think they would have been his number 2.
All right.
But he was talking about the villains episode that we did a couple weeks ago, top villains. And his made me laugh for a little while. It was Jenny in Forrest Gump.
Hell yeah.
I laughed
she does suck.
for a couple minutes for that one.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you, Sebastian. Thank you, Giuseppe.
That's
thank you,
great.
Useless
Thanks,
Dave.
guys.
Appreciate everybody chiming in.
Actually, yeah, Useless Dave reached out over on Instagram, and we were talking about Amy Grant a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Excellent.
and he did write back. It's one of those, like, I'm probably the only person who got that joke.
Yeah.
Said he met her. She's kind of weird, he said. I
The
don't know if I should say that.
the politician, not the musician.
not the Christian singer. Also, one other thing still alive in the Guillotine League. The
You are?
Tony one, yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. I mean, who knows? That could change very quickly. So
Did we pay for that out of this?
no, I paid. For
Oh,
that.
son of a...
It's all right. When I win, that's going in there just to pad the cup. So
Heck yeah.
anyway, all right. Well, you got anything else for the week?
That's all I got.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about thumbs up, thumbs down, what we're putting inside ourselves, any recommendations, stuff we've been watching, music we've listened to, food we've eaten. You want to go first or you want me to go?
Yeah, I'll go. I got 2 things.
Okay.
First and foremost, I'm going to something that we talked about before, but I actually finished it, and I want to tell you what I thought of it, and it's Studio.
Okay.
Studio on Apple TV. This is a show that I watched the first episode, and I said, I'm hooked. You got 10 episodes, and I'm going to watch them because I love what the first episode was.
Which, by the way, I think that was the first time we've both had the same what we're putting inside ourselves. Because, like, when I said it, you didn't mention that, like, on the show, but it was just like, that was yours as well. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. Loved it. Loved all of it.
Okay. I'm on episode 8, haven't finished the last 2.
All right.
Okay.
I will say this. There were some episodes where I go, like they did the noir episode. I'm not ruining anything, but they did a sort of like noirish episode.
I think I watched that one.
I think you did. I think it was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
It was the one with that guy, Zac Efron.
Yeah.
Did you see one with him?
I think so.
If you didn't, I'm not spoiling anything.
It's fine either way.
But they did an episode that was kind of like a whodunit type situation.
Okay.
And to me,
I feel like I did see
I'm
that.
like, I'm not interested in this. And then by the end of it, I was like, great episode.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. So even the stuff that I'm not like firsthand, like, oh, I want to see this, they're still hooking me and I'm still watching this show. Absolutely love this show. Like I said, every episode had won me over. It's kind of like a new Entourage.
Yeah.
Except like men and women in the Entourage. We've talked about it before. Ike Barinholtz,
Catherine Hahn,
Seth Rogen, and I don't know the name of it.
Catherine O'Hara. That's
Catherine O'Hara's
from Schitt's
in it.
Creek. Yeah, there's a bunch. Like those 4 are probably like the main like staples of the show, like the main characters.
Yeah.
I just watched the one, not spoiling anything, but the one, the Kool-Aid one where they're casting for that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
There's like racism involved, and then they try to reverse the racism, and it becomes more racist.
It's so good.
And if that's your type of humor,
it's just like the domino effect.
Yeah.
It's done very tastefully, but very just like ignorantly as well.
It's so good. And I'm not going to talk about something that I was going to talk about because you're not there yet.
Okay.
But I enjoyed the entire thing, top to bottom. And it's kind of like if you're like into Hollywood and like inside Hollywood or movies, they do a lot of, I think, what's the thing? Like,
there's a lot of like industry lingo, I feel, and like
and kind of like insider stuff, but also they do things that are like an ode to a certain movie or to a certain style, or like the one shot episode that we were talking about, the oneer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just like how meta it is or whatever, if I'm using that word correctly, like they're talking about it while they're doing it, and
exactly.
you're like, this is just a great show, absolutely great top to bottom. And so I want to talk about more, but I'm not going to because you haven't seen it.
I will finish it.
When you finish it, I do want to
tomorrow.
know what you think about the whole thing. So, and then the other thing I have, massive thumbs down. I'm going to go with, this is the largest thumb I've ever put down.
Oh, no. I hope it's not one of mine.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I was looking at this list online, and it was the top 10 albums or whatever of 2025.
Oh.
And it was a like rock, alternative, heavier music type list.
Okay.
And the number one band was a band called Swans. I've heard the name Swans. I've never heard the band Swans.
Neither have I.
Because I heard the name, and now that I've seen that, oh, it's the number one record of the year on this person's list, I go, let me give it a shot. The album is called Birthing. I put this record on. Spotify. Yeah. I hit Spotify, and the thing starts going. And after like 6 minutes, I'm like, when does this start? It's one of those types of bands where like the beginning is just drivel.
Yeah.
Drivel is the word that I will use. I don't even know what drivel means, but it's bad in my dictionary.
Okay.
So I look. The first song is 23 minutes or whatever it is. And I said, oh, no. I'm going to song number 2. Also 20-something minutes.
How many songs are on this album, by the way?
7 songs. Guess the running time.
I'm guessing it's about an hour and a half.
Hour 55.
Yeah. Wow.
7 songs an hour
sucks.
55.
That's annoying. Yeah.
That's pretentious, and I don't even have to listen. Forget it. You're done, Swans.
Yeah.
You've lost me. Take your Swans. We put them on a ship, and we... So, yeah, huge thumbs down.
Swans.
Sorry, Swans.
Okay. Well, I got 2 things as well. The first one is the MLB playoffs, where...
Oh, I thought you said MLS. I was like, yeah,
no.
the Fire made it.
No, something great happened last night, but I don't want to... But no, the Cubs got eliminated.
Oh, you didn't want to be anti-Cubs?
No, it's like... Me 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, would have been so excited and happy. Now I'm just kind of like... This, like, the world sucks so much right now, and it's like, I don't care about baseball, and it's like, the Cubs, like, losing, like, it's just like, oh, all right. Well, now, like, my friends don't have even anything to be excited about because they got this far. And, like, the Sox sucking so bad, I feel like I bring that up every other episode. But, no, this is maybe the first time in my life where I was ever like, oh, I wouldn't have been upset if they, not like I would have been rooting, but it would have just been a different kind of, like, I'll let you guys have this one. Maybe next year I'll jump back on the... Plus, they don't have a team full of players that I don't like. The Javier Baez is gone, and...
I like the guy with 3 names. I think he plays
Pete
center
Crow
field.
Armstrong. He's great. He's one of those guys, like, he gets no, like, publicity. I mean, he does in this city, but, I mean, he's just so underrated. But no, as far as baseball otherwise, though, I mean, like, the Mariners and the Brewers... 2 of the, like, that's just, like, you never see that. And then, of course, you got the Dodgers and, well, the Blue Jays, too, actually. So there's 3 teams in there that...
It's crazy, too, because my dear friend Kowalski, big baseball fan, no longer a baseball fan. Like, he hates watching it. He plays in a league.
Okay.
He lives in Seattle, so you think, like, he would be...
Especially with how they're doing. Yeah, they had their catcher, Cal Raleigh, he won the home run derby this year. First catcher ever to hit 60 homers in the regular season. So, I mean... But no, I mean, like, like with K-Wall, too. I mean, like, probably it doesn't help that the Sox suck. And I know he's a big Sox fan. But
I don't know that that's even all of the reason why he doesn't like it anymore. I think the game has changed.
Yeah.
Like every game. I had this discussion with a baseball fan that I work with. He's a huge baseball and huge hockey guy. And so I'm trying to talk baseball and whatever.
Yeah.
And he is 35, and he's like, it's not like how it used to be. Like, I feel that way across the board in all sports. Like, referees and rule changes and all this stuff, and it's just like, it's a totally different thing than it used to be.
Well, that could be part of why I'm just not as interested anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I still play fantasy baseball because I can, and, like, I won... one of my leagues, so it's like still profitable for me to follow baseball at least. So
well, at least baseball is profitable for somebody.
Making me a little bit, but yeah.
Megan asked me because I was telling her that the Cubs, they're still playing. It's the middle of October. It's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "Why are you a Sox fan?" And I was like, good question.
Yeah.
I was like, well, honestly, it's just because the people that I generally hung around with more were Sox fans.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, I went to Sox games. Maybe 2, but I went there. I didn't go to Wrigley. I went to Sox games. So it's just kind of like, that's what you do. Where I feel like in my 20s, I would have loved to have been a Cubs fan because you
Yeah.
just party and drink and like don't care that your team sucks or whatever.
Yeah.
But then I was also like, but also the colors because like black is way cooler than blue with a teddy bear or
Plus,
whatever.
like, Dr. Dre and like Ice-T were wearing Sox shit back then.
Yeah, so there's just
yeah.
like a whole bunch of different things. Not that I'm a big Sox fan.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
I
a big
know.
baseball
You don't
guy.
even like baseball.
Yeah, but it is kind of weird. And she's like, yeah, I was thinking I'd probably be more of a Cubs fan than a Sox fan. I was like, yeah, baseball stinks. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
So I also have music that I was just kind of checking out. It's not Swans, but Foxy Shazam.
Wow.
I texted you earlier this week, just like, hey, check out this intro for Peacemaker. And you're like, yeah. When you knew that song, I was like, I don't know why. Maybe just you knowing that song, I was like, all right, maybe they're in our like realm or our genre a little bit. You know what though? I didn't not like it. I only listened to one album. It was the one that has that song on it, "Oh Lord." So it's like one of their older ones, and it just reminded me a lot of Queen. My Chemical Romance, Meatloaf, even like theater rock is like what I saw.
Yeah,
and it's like that's a great description because there's a lot, like almost every song you're like, this is epic. Like,
see, and I was just about to say this is the one time where I feel like you can use the word epic.
Yeah,
and like you mean it. It's
like this. Yeah, you're like any one of these songs could have been like the last one on the album, or it could have been for like Lord of the Rings or like one of those big. Yeah,
this is the album you got to check out. It's called Introducing.
Okay,
I believe it was their first album. That's the album that got me hooked on Foxy Shazam.
So I was gonna say, where you at on them? You're a fan?
I don't like any of their stuff like after that album.
Okay,
but I kind of like the theatrics of it. The singer is a great showman.
Definitely.
Their keyboard or whatever, organ, I don't know what you call it, whatever he plays, he's really entertaining. They're a great live band. I saw them in DeKalb 15 years ago or whatever. When I lived in DeKalb, they came, and I went to see them. Because I used to just go randomly to shows in DeKalb because I lived next to a venue.
Why not?
And so they were one of the bands that I just randomly saw, and I was like, this is incredible.
That would be cool to see.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if it's just like, yeah, let's check out this band. You have no idea what you're expecting.
And then, like, they did a tour opening for Courtney Love, and I was like, these guys suck.
Fuck these guys.
But, yeah, Epic, like, really works for what they do. And it's, like, operatic and just, like, his voice is all over the place.
And a lot of the, like, Freddie Mercury stuff on the mic, like, holding the microphone, the way he twirls it and things like that.
He used to do the thing where, like, he would throw the mic down and catch it with his foot, and then like it would come back
it's
up,
amazing.
and he
like
would
a
catch
yo-yo
it in the
almost.
Thing.
It's incredible.
It's great.
But from Foxy Shazam moving on to Peacemaker, which just wrapped up its first season, I'm not going to spoil that. The last episode, though, there was some shoehorning as far as like some of the music. It was kind of weird. There was like a scene where there was like a concert going on, and it was like I should have been excited about who the band was, but it was like, this is just kind of dumb.
Wait. What does shoehorning mean?
Shoehorn, well, like, a shoehorn helps you put your shoe on. So shoehorning something in is when you're basically just like pushing it in so that like it doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
I actually shoehorning, like a shoehorn's necessary to get your foot in. So I don't know why that's the word, but yeah, shoehorning basically you're just like, oh, that came out of nowhere, and they just did that for the fans. But
gotcha.
Yeah, Peacemaker season 2, not as good as season 1, but it's still a lot of fun. So anyway,
when I'm writing notes, do you think I'm writing it about you?
Sometimes I'm always trying to figure out. Sometimes I know it's like maybe you're gonna put a graphic in the show, or like you're writing down things like that.
We'll see.
I know you're never writing down. Check out what Goff's talking about.
No,
unless
never.
It's Mad Max Fury Road.
I wrote shoehorning.
Yeah, you're all right. So you're gonna call me out next week. Tell me what it actually means.
That's right.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna move on to our top 3 list, and then bottom. If we shoehorns,
close.
We shoehorned that in there. Let's talk about our top shoe brands first. You want to go first, or you want me to?
You do it.
All right. Well, so I guess we're doing our tops. My number 3 brand. I didn't have a lot of these shoes. I only had a couple pairs, but they were always very comfortable, and they're DC. And I usually had the ones. You ever seen that meme? The one where it's like how skaters' shoes looked like 20 years ago, and it's like the little kid's shoes, and the shoes are so fucking huge. They're like etnies, you know. And it's like, so those are the kind of DCs I had. Always the ones that just looked like, like if I jumped in the water, I would probably sink, but my shoes would be floating.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and then
that's my biggest problem with a lot of skate shoes is like they make you look like a child. When I see like adults wearing like the big, and I have a pair that's like,
they're nice shoes, but they're designed for skate. I don't know if they're made that way, like just to endure more or whatever, because they are skateboarding shoes, but and I
have a pair of Globe shoes, which was like an Australian skateboarding brand or whatever, and they're kind of
all of those shoes kind of had the same kind of model. DC, Etnies, ES, Globe.
But
World.
I don't want it to get any bigger, is what I'm trying to say. Like it's kind of to the point where I'm like, if it gets bigger, I just look even goofier than normal.
But yeah, so anyway, back in that day when these shoes were still acceptable, I loved me some DC. Okay. And they were expensive too, and I always had to buy my own stuff, so it was like that was every few months maybe, or every 6 months, it's like, all right, I can afford that $80.
Who owned DC or started DC? Do you know?
I don't know. I know Rob Dyrdek is like their poster boy, because like that's all he wears on his show.
It may have been like him or something, like he combined something. I don't know. There's so much within skate shoes.
That is him though, right? Doesn't he wears DC stuff like so. All the time. I'm pretty sure he does on Ridiculousness.
Yeah. I don't know. I never had DC shoes, but I ain't got no disrespect for DC.
Same thing.
My number 3, I'm staying in the skate shoe brand, is just Vans.
Okay.
I've never really been a big Vans person, but every now and again I'm like, how do I have 2 pairs of Vans in the house? Like, they just show up. Like, randomly I'll be like, oh, I'll get a pair. And lately I've been wearing these, like, slip-on Vans.
Okay.
I mean, you know what I'm talking about. They're traditional, regular shoes that they have. And I never, ever wore slip-on shoes before, but now that I'm an old man, they're like, really working out for me. And I'm just like, I'm going to get like 10 pairs of these and just keep them for a while. So, I think Vans has gone up on my list. Whereas before they probably would have been like a number 5, number 6 shoe. They're number 3. Solid.
See, Vans and Airwalk. 2 shoes that were like obviously skateboarding, themed, but were like the skinnier versions of the DC ones. So I've had pairs of Vans that I've sold, like garage sale or like thrifting, but I don't think I've ever owned a pair. Like,
it'll change your life, man.
Changed my life. Number 2 for me, this is a pretty basic one. It's Adidas. I've just always loved Adidas. I never had them though when they first got really popular when we were in like 4th and 5th grade. I remember this because my brother was in junior high.
It has to be way before that.
Well, I mean, like because when my brother was in 6th grade, like I said, I remember that because I wasn't in the same school with them yet. Just the black shoes with just the 3 white stripes, and then like to a lower level the silver stripes. Those were probably the more budget brand or the budget version, but.
And that new logo sucks, though.
Do they have a new one?
Yeah, it's like a triangle that's 3 stripes.
Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't bug, but they still use the other one, though.
They do, but you gotta look out and get the trefoil or whatever they call that one. Like, it's a way better logo, and it's like, this is it.
Yeah,
but forget it.
I've always loved their shoes, like their running shoes, most likely. That's just the kind of shoes I like, and then... Also, come on, all day I dream about sex.
Oh,
ooh, that was like a
jinx, pretty good.
Almost.
That was like in stereo, but saying 2 different things.
Yeah,
we talk over each other a lot,
all the time.
All day I dream about Swans.
Saucony.
The band Swans. No, Adidas is also my number 2.
Cool.
I was going to talk about Sambas. Those
never owned them, but I could see you have it.
Soccer. Yeah. Come on. Adidas was the brand. Absolutely love Adidas. Lately, I've been into Gazelles. I've never purchased the Gazelle, but I got my eye on a couple.
Okay.
There's a green-gray one that I was really looking into. Adidas is great. The only reason it's not number 1 is because I don't wear them as much as I wear other stuff now. But it's like Adidas has been around my entire life.
Yeah.
My dad had a pair of Adidas in Serbia when I would go to Serbia, I would just wear his Adidas because they were like so comfortable and worn in and from like the 70s or whatever. There was an Adidas store in Leskovac, Serbia. I went and I bought a jacket there.
Okay.
And my uncle got mad at me for how much money my parents spent.
Ooh.
He got mad at me.
Damn.
I just wanted the jacket.
You little shit.
And I had that until like a year ago. I think I sold it on eBay. But yeah, Adidas. Great band.
Adidas.
Great brand.
Great band as well.
Yes.
Korn? They sang that song.
Yeah.
My number one, your number one bottom is New Balance.
Number
Come on.
one?
Yes, absolutely. How did you not know that this? Would you think I was going to say Nike? Dude, and I've been getting the same pair of New Balance for probably the last, 10 years since I started wearing them. It's just the 574 running shoes, and they're fantastic. They're comfortable. I got those on Amazon as almost just like my reorder up. It's perfect for middle-aged dads like myself. Andy Dwyer wore them on Parks and Rec. The guys from Wilhelm Scream are sponsored by New Balance, and they're awesome.
Nah,
It's New Balance, man.
They just
New Balance
went down a step, if you ask me.
Fine. They went up a step for me.
New Balance suck. I get it if you're a dad and you've given up on life.
Here we go.
Sorry.
His number one's going to be K-Swiss.
My number one is Nike. It's generic and it's bland, but it's what I've been wearing.
They're good. That's what I wore to your house today.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I have, 5 pairs around the house, and I like the casual shoes that they make. I like the skateboard shoes that they make. And they're nice. And the reason why it's my number one is because I just seem to be buying more Nike now than I have before or whatever. And I'm just like, well, I guess it's Nike.
Real quick to go back to Adidas, we forgot about the slides. Just their sandals. They're
absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and I have like Nike slides now.
Yeah.
One of my cousins actually was really mad at me because we grew up just Adidas. We were like anti-Nike in my family.
All day dream about Serbia.
All day we dream about. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Like that. Well done. Well played.
Well played. I don't have anything to throw at you.
No, don't throw them. Don't throw them. Don't throw them. My dog's gonna eat them. Anyway,
next week.
Yeah, slides. Adidas, but my cousin got angry because I turned to Nike, and he hasn't talked to me since then. So
we were actually, me and Hardcore Eric were like hardcore against Nike back in that, like when
I think me too.
It was one of those things where it was just like, yeah, fuck Nike for like no reason. You think about it now, and it's just like, I don't know. I mean, like they make pretty good shoes.
They seem it's pretty sensible. The prices are a little bit up there, but beautiful colors.
Who can blame the economy these days and tariffs and whatnot?
If you steal from the Nike store, it's even better.
Yeah. But anyway, so you don't have any bottom shoes, huh?
Oh, I do.
Oh, you do.
I do. Do you have a bottom 3?
Yeah, I got a bottom 3.
Yeah, I'll start off. Number 3. I thought this was going to be your number 1. Crocs. What's... Oh, did we not do potent notables?
Well, no, we didn't.
What are you giggling?
For my top shoe brands, Crocs is not in there.
Why?
Even though I love these Crocs that you've given me here, but...
They're not your top. You love Crocs.
I don't love Crocs. Spoiler, Crocs is number 1 for my bottom 3.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Mind blown.
Okay, my number 3 is Crocs.
Okay. My number 1 is Crocs.
Here's why it's number 3. I don't really understand them.
Yeah.
I don't have hate against them, but I thought you were going to love them, and so I wanted them to be in my hate list so that we can yin and yang.
You knew I wasn't going to love them.
I thought you were going to love them.
You are just a dirty son of a bitch.
You told me that you love Crocs, so that's my number 3. What's your number 3?
All right, my number 3
is now Crocs.
Are called, no, it's some shoes, actually, work shoes I got off of Amazon like a few months ago. Because I needed steel-toed shoes for work.
Red
so
Wings?
I was like, no, they're called Landmern, which is like, yeah, they were cheap. So it was one of those things where I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to try them out, see if they're any good. And like the soles were pretty much worn down after a week. And it's like kind of annoying because they have really big like grooves in the bottom. And like, so I was like on the roof at my work and rocks were literally getting stuck in the tread. Like good sized rocks, not pebbles or anything. So yeah, those suck. So that was just a recent one.
Landworm?
Landmern, like lantern, but with an M instead of a T.
Okay, weird.
Steel-toed shoes.
My number 2, Converse. I never got the hype. I never liked them. I didn't like them when Dr. J wore them. I didn't like them when punk bands wore whatever. It just never. They've always looked ugly to me. I've never been a fan.
Yeah, here you go.
So number 2.
Well, my number 2 is Chuck Taylor's, to be specific.
There we
Converse,
go. There
yes.
we go.
The high top ones specifically. I hate basketball players looked stupid wearing them in the 70s and everything like that. The low top ones don't bug me as much because those just kind of. I mean, like I don't love them. Actually,
I think their logo looks stupid. That's why
the star, right?
It was Well, they had like this weird. Now it's like an arrow or something. I don't know.
I did have to buy a pair of Chucks for one of my buddy's weddings, and it was one of those things where I literally sold them on like Facebook Market the next day. It's like I hate these things. I never want to wear these, but those were the low top ones. But the high top ones, ugliest fucking shoes ever.
I'm glad we can agree on that.
Yes.
Because they were just stupid. Mm-hmm. I always thought they were stupid.
It's also weird that they only put the logo like on the inside heel.
And half my friends wear them, so I'm just...
Need new friends.
That's true.
All right, what's your number 1?
I need any friends. Number 1 is New Balance.
Yeah.
Because they suck and they're stupid and they make you older. They make you older.
Yeah.
You're already old. So what do you want? Oh, put these on. I'll be closer to death. That's what you want? New Balance. Closer to death.
Closer to heaven.
I guess.
But it sounds better, right?
Yeah. No. I will say this. There have been a couple New Balances recently that I've gone, whoa. Because they also have New Balance skate shoes.
Yeah.
And I look at some of them and I go, wow, that's a pretty decent shoe. If it wasn't New Balance, I might actually try those on and see what the
like
the
if
fuss
I was
is
an
about.
actual skateboarder, maybe I'd be like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Do skateboarders wear New Balances?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Because they're good people.
They do make steel-toed New Balance shoes, though. Maybe I should get those for work.
Oh my god, they shouldn't allow you to have New Balance steel-toe shoes. Because if you're wearing New Balance, you're probably retired.
Wow, damn.
No. Okay, get to your
anyway.
one. I need to hear this.
Well, mine was Crocs.
I know, but why? I don't get it.
Just because they're the ugliest fucking things ever created. No,
you own a pair.
Yeah, I didn't buy them.
And some hang.
No,
from
they
your...
don't look like these though. Mine are like they look more like slides actually, but they're like no. My sister-in-law Robbie got them for me. Robbie, I love them. I'm just kidding. But no, they are very comfortable. But yeah, they're
your number
weird.
one
they're
hated.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
All right, so let's move on.
Sounds like you don't love your family, is what I'm hearing.
Well,
which one?
Take it as you will.
Which family?
Yeah. All right, so then let's move on to our top and bottom. I guess if you got them, summer songs. You start this one.
Will do. My number 3, summertime songs. Alice Cooper, School's Out for the Summer.
That was my number 3.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Oh, man.
School's Out, Alice Cooper.
Yeah, it's a great summer song.
Well, I mean, like, and especially, big spoiler, I do work at a school, but it's like hearing that song in the hallways, like, for me, too, is like, fuck yeah.
Nice.
You know?
That's a real reason to like have it be your like a summertime song.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great song,
like,
but it also just signifies like, and plus having kids, you know, it's like I don't have to make them lunches. I don't have to feed them anything for the next 2 months.
I don't think you have to feed children at all.
No, you don't. They just fend for themselves.
My number 2 is Sublime, Doing Time. Summertime. This is 2 weeks in a row where Sublime has made it to number 2 on my list. But I prefer the like remix edition of it. I used to have a single of theirs on CD that had like Snoop was on one of them. They just had like 4 or 5 different singles of that song that were all remixes. That's my number 2.
I'm just gonna skip to my number 1 because it's "Doing Time" by
There
Sublime. Which is funny too because like I think for the longest time I thought the song was called "Summertime." Because obviously that's how it starts off, and "Doing Time" sounds just like it. But
yeah,
just an amazing. Obviously, yeah. I don't know. It's hard to like describe a song when it's just like, well, I mean, you know.
I'll say this: Sublime to me is a summertime band.
Yeah.
Because You can
They're
listen
always
to them
wearing
year round.
wife beaters or no shirts at all.
But it's also music that you want to listen to when the sun is out and when you're outside. I listened recently to 40 Ounces to Freedom, which I haven't listened to in 10 years, probably. And start to finish. And I was like, man, that's really good.
Man, I want to have a drink.
It was just like, it was perfect. Like,
Yeah.
we need a barbecue. We need something. You know, it's just perfect summer music to me. So that's my number 2. That's your number 1. So then, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Cruel Summer by Bananarama.
Okay.
Not Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift, okay? I don't know if I've mentioned it on here. The Karate Kid is one of my favorite movies still growing up and to this day. Actually, the weird thing about that song is that it's in the movie, but it is not on the soundtrack. Every other song. Actually, that whole soundtrack could be great summer songs. But anyway, Bananarama, Cruel Summer. Because it reminds me of the Karate Kid, and it's just like I've heard it a million times, and I'm always like, fuck yeah. Okay. Plus, it's not on the soundtrack, like I said, for whatever reason.
All right. Not on my list. I don't even know that I've ever heard that song. Okay. So I'll go with my number 1. The B-52's Rock Lobster.
Good song.
This is a beautiful song. Yeah. They're talking about being on a beach.
Lobster!
That's enough for me to consider it a summertime hit. And it's like 10 minutes. I don't know if you've ever listened to the B-52s.
Not like on album or CD, consistently.
What, give me a running time. How long you think the song Rock Lobster is?
You just said something about 10 minutes, so...
Oh, I said it?
Say 10 minutes and 34 seconds.
Yeah, let's see the true actual time here.
Rock Lobster.
Rock. 6:49. Not bad.
No.
But anyway, they go through some weird stuff. Rock Lobster.
Some weird themes, huh?
Yeah. Great. I don't really love the B-52s that much, but I don't mind when they're on. And Rock Lobster... Beautiful
They're better when Guttermouth makes fun of them.
Very true.
All right, Poe Notables real quick. I got California Love by Dre and Tupac.
Oh, nice.
Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop. And then Bicycle by Queen. And Summer of '69 by Bryan Adams.
Thumbs down.
I love that song.
That's horrible. How do you love that song? How do you love Summer of '69?
It's a great song, man.
How does it start?
I bought my first real 6-string. Yeah, that's all you get.
He wore New Balance. For sure.
He probably still does because he's the man.
Sure. I got Go-Go's Vacation.
Oh, that's good.
And Beach Boys Kokomo. I guess you could do any Beach
Is that what it's
Boys
called?
song. I don't know, but Bermuda, Jamaica, that song, whatever that song is. And it's Kokomo.
Yeah.
We'll get there fast. Yeah. Yep. So that's that.
Awesome. All right, do you have any bottoms?
No.
I got 2 real quick. One of them is Summer Jam by Set Your Goals.
Oh.
I hate it when bands name drop like all the time. This is the one that's like, even as we get older, we can do it all. Yeah.
Is that
and
the
it's
one
like
with,
they're talking about like Zoli going on tour with like, I just hate it when bands name drop like that. No Effects does it all the time too. That one. Yeah, that song. And then also Steal My Sunshine by Len. Remember that song?
I do, and
it's not even a good one-hit wonder, like for a band that only had one hit.
I'm gonna say that I don't like it, so you don't make fun of me, but I secretly like that song.
Yeah, bet you do. Oh, and also I just have to throw hatred out for another song that I heard many times because I went to a couple high school football games. Like my daughter performed at one, and then again, Cotton Eye Joe by the Rednecks is the worst fucking song ever made. Okay.
For no reason. Yeah, look at that.
All right.
Anger and aggression brings the bucket down this week.
All right.
On next week's episode.
Oh, I like this one. Next week we're doing our top and bottom 3 fictional bands.
Whoa!
So this could be from like TV, movies. I don't know. I guess whatever kind of media we get these days. So
sounds good. See you next week.
Later.
Thank you.